let's think about some shapes. We all know the E chord shape. The thing that you got to think about is breaking that into smaller parts. Say like the first or the 6th and 5th string. Within that E chord is an E power chord or an E5, which is 2 strings, an E and a B, a root and a 5th. That's important. Let's add one more string, the root, 5th, and this note on the 4th string, 2nd fret. It's another E. So you got a root, 5th, root. Still an E5. Super important. When we add a major 3rd in, it becomes a major chord, a root, 5th, root, 3rd. It's a happy major 3rd note. Let's add 2nd string. It's another 5th interval, root, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th. Add the 1st string, it's another root. So we got 3 roots in that chord. You want to be able to identify those quickly. Let's take it up the neck to say an A. The 5th fret, same shape. It's an E shape. So when I say E-shaped chord, think about the shape. Move it up. Now within that chord there's all kinds of things, like the first or the 2 fat strings makes a power chord. Add one more string, still a power chord. Add the 3rd interval, becomes major. How about 2nd string? So the 5th, 1st string is a root. So you've got all these little shapes. Within the shape, you could do 2 string, 3 string, 4 string, 5 string, 6 string variations. Say like the first 3 strings gives it this little angle shape, like a little letter, kind of a little letter L shape. It's a 3rd, a 5th, and a root. Music just breaks down to little shapes like that on guitar. How about if we do the 4 skinny strings? We got a root, 3rd, 5th, root. Super easy. Sounds great. Plus, it's movable. Everything's movable like this. Let's add the 5th string. You could do just the 4 middle strings. Still got an A major chord. It's an E shape. Or how about just a root and a 3rd? How about a 5th and a 3rd? How about a root and a 5th? How about a 3rd and a root? Well, there's a lot going on in that. It's not something we just hit one time and forget about. You got to kind of get into the inside of that chord. I was working with a guy the other day. We had a tune that goes, and I said, "What are those?" And he said, "I have no idea." Well, where does that shape come from? So I got him to think about the root, you know. And I told him it's an E-shaped chord. He had no idea what I was talking about. So from that, it's a D, D sharp, E, taking 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. I thought it sounded cool, but you got to know what you're doing, what you're hitting. So get your E-shaped chord, keep moving up and down the neck. And we'll get some more shapes going. You might, if you want to take it a little further, look at A-shaped chords, D-shaped chords, G-shaped chords, and did we say C-shaped chords? All right. Do what you can.